perform rating on the EV giant. Joining me now, Tony Sacconaghi, Bernstein Senior Research Analyst. Tony, you've got, what, I think a 150 price target on Tesla. It was close to there 2 months ago, but it's over 250 now. What makes you think it goes?
I can't believe this guy has a $150 per share for Teslas. And it's just these bears that keeps losing, right? We'll just hear what he has to say about Tesla, which really doesn't make any sense. But you just have to see for yourself to take a look at it.
Down.
Good afternoon, John. Look, I think Tesla stock is very difficult to predict in the short term. Our perspective is that, upcoming numbers won't be great. I think there's limited chance that Tesla will eclipse consensus expectations in terms of deliveries this quarter. I think margins will be down sequentially because they took incremental price cuts in the quarter. And I think, most importantly, when we look forward, Tesla's continuing to try and grow at very aggressive rates, 30% plus this year, 30% plus next year. And it has no new product offerings. And so how do you create incremental demand when you don't have anything new per se? And that's Tesla's challenge over the next.
Well, no new product offering, but there's been news that they are working on a $25,000 vehicle, and also think in mind about the Cybertruck that's supposed to be coming out soon. So I don't think he is aware, or if he remembers before he did this interview, that Tesla is working on other things. And for him to have the $150 price tag on Tesla, while it's currently at $256, is absurd. And like I said, he's a crypto bear. He's a Tesla bear that's going to continue to lose. Look at the price chart of Tesla. They're making partnerships with other EV vehicles. That's not going to stop.
4 to 6 quarters before we have some new lower price models. So that's our concern, is that Tesla will either ultimately fall short on deliveries at some point over the next 4 to 6 quarters, or that we're going to see continued price cuts to be able to drive that growth.
How much does that matter, though, when there are all these headlines that kind of feel like the rest of the EV industry throwing in the towel and admitting that Tesla is king of the hill with this charging standard, and that Elon Musk was visionary in building out these stations? I mean, if you want to believe in Tesla, even if they have some near-term misses, it sort of seems like this charging narrative helps you.
Good point from Baldy there. Baldy with a nice suit. Let's just see what our Tesla bear has to say about that question, though. Does it really matter? Honestly, it really doesn't.
Well, I think certainly it's an admission by competitors that Tesla has a really good network, and they want their cars to be able to use it. I think competitors have admitted that Tesla has a cost advantage, that Tesla's been a pioneer in EVs. So, clearly there are many positives about Tesla. It's just fully reflected in its valuation. It has an $800 billion valuation, which is essentially the valuation of the entire auto industry, even though they'll make less than 2 million cars this year, and the auto industry outside of Tesla will make about 78 million cars. So I don't think this is a question of, Tesla's not known as a leader per se. I think it's really a question of what you want to pay. And to your point about the network, the charging standard for Tesla will become the standard in North America, with all these OEMs signing up for it.
Absolutely, Tesla's charging standard will become the standard in America, and possibly, it might travel throughout the international community as well. But you never know. But Tesla's dominance continue to show as partners, begin to use the Tesla network to charge their vehicles, which is a positive for Tesla and positive for those companies, and of course for the consumer as well.
Now, Tesla has about 80% of the EV installed base in the US. So adding an extra 20% of cars that can use that network is not a big deal. And Tesla's supercharging revenues last year were about $600 million, which is less than 1%. And again, when we think about, how many more EVs are going to be able to charge on Tesla's network, right now it's pretty small. It's only about 20% on top of the existing 80% of the EV fleet that Tesla has in North America.
Okay, guys, you just heard the speaker here give his own opinion. However, it's really up to you, the investor, the researcher, to do your own homework. And what do you think Tesla is gonna be at 1 to 2, maybe 3 years from now? And keep in mind that people will always have an opinion on what's going on. Just don't let that sway you. Warren Buffett, the greatest investor in the world, has said something. Don't really listen to the news like that. At the time when he first predicted, Tesla was at 150, and now Tesla is at 265, right? So obviously something went well for Tesla and bad for the Tesla bears there. When these kind of news happen, there's definitely going to be a negative impact on the stock for now. But eventually the stock comes up and it regains what it has lost. And if you got out, you sold too quickly, then of course you missed out on that. But like I said, just be careful out there. Thank you for listening. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button for me. And I'll see you in the next one. All right. Peace.